Welcome to Stonewest. This is my reaction to watching Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman series on Netflix. And if you haven't already, please smash the subscribe button and click on that bell so you can be notified for future videos. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And yes, after watching Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman series over on Netflix, I gotta say, this was pretty damn good. Now, I thought that Guy Ritchie and crew did a pretty damn good job with this series. I mean, the pacing was pretty good. The runtime on the episodes was fairly decent, even though that the first two episodes was a little bit over an hour long. And then after that, it just pretty much dropped down to like maybe 45 minutes if you were lucky. And that was like that for the rest of the series, which was kind of like a bummer, but at the same time, it helped make the story flow a little bit more. And it kind of almost made it feel like a movie in itself. Didn't really feel like a series. But for the most part, I did like this series. I thought it was pretty funny. I thought the action was pretty good. I thought it was kind of pretty brutal at some points. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it would have been one thing if they would have referred to Matthew McConaughey's character at least once. Because I don't know if they worked for him, if it was like separate. I almost have to go back and watch the movie again. You know what I'm saying? Now, Guy Ritchie directed and helped write the first two episodes, and after that, it was pretty much in the hands of some other people. Now, I don't know any of these names of these other directors, so I don't have anything to judge them on as far as like if they're really good at what they do. I mean, but you almost could kind of tell when Guy Ritchie was not directing it. I mean, they were kind of following his formula that he had set in the first two episodes, but then it kind of didn't feel like it. Only by a little bit. It wasn't like to where like it totally took me out of it. But when the credits rolled and it showed that it wasn't Guy Ritchie who actually directed, I'm going, yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense. He only did the first two. So I don't know. I thought it was, for the most part, I thought it was pretty good. I don't know whether or not this actually will get another season, even though they left it wide open for if they could. I don't know if there's really like a story there. Could you really top what they did in this season? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that one chick that had the car lot, and I think she was a cocaine dealer, man, that chick was crazy. Oh, that's right. She got shot, so she ain't coming back. That chick was nuts, man. I mean, she was bonkers, so it's a good thing she's not coming back. I thought it was also pretty cool on how like they had like, they called them the travelers. They kind of were giving me like they were people that the Peaky Blinders were attached to. So like, I'm like, oh, cool. But there was no mention of them or anything. But I thought that was kind of cool that they had them in it. I didn't really recognize any of the actors in this except for like maybe two or three of them. I mean, Giancarlo Esposito for one, for sure. And Benny Jones and Ray Winstone. I mean, most part, the rest of the cast, I didn't recognize any of them, not a single one. But cast was pretty damn good. I thought Benny Jones was pretty good in this, but I have to admit, the only thing I've seen him in other than this was X-Men.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
I'm only really familiar with Ray Winstone because he was the villain in the Black Widow movie.
Is this your plan?
My plan is to kill you.
I'm alive. So what do we do now?
Which I don't think that movie was as bad as some people make it sound out to be. I think they put that out at the wrong time. They should have came out well before Endgame, but that's a topic for a whole nother video. I don't know, man. All I could say is overall, I like this series. I thought it was pretty damn good. I think I liked the movie a little bit more so, and I might have to go back and rewatch the movie so I can actually see how these two tie together, because other than the fact that they both sold pot and stuff like that, and they were dealing with the criminal world and whatnot, and it was over there in Europe and everything. So other than Guy Ritchie wrote and direct. That's the only connection I could see. I don't know. I thought this was pretty good. Probably would like to watch it again because there were some spots in this thing I was a little bit confused. But for the most part, I thought the series was well worth the watch. You know what I'm saying? So did you get a chance to sit down and check out Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman series over on Netflix? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? You think this series was any good? Let me know in the comments down below. And did you like the movie? Let me know in the comments down below. I mean, this series was nuts, man. Almost as bonkers as the movie. Almost. Maybe they'll get a second season. We'll have to wait and see. So let me know what you think in the comments down below.